Hmm? Integer a equals to minus 3.5. What will be the value of a? Why 4? Rounds it off. Okay, nearest value. If because of that integer. Hmm? If it is below 5, 3.3, 3 only. Above 5, minus 4. But minus 4 will get or signed or unsigned number will get integer. Hmm? Will get minus 4 or 4 only. Minus 4. Integer is signed or unsigned? Signed. What is setup time and hold time?
Before the transaction setup time, ma'am. After the transaction hold time, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the following result? Can you guys write it? Integer a comma b comma c. A equals to 10 inside the during the runtime I'm posting. Okay, assigning initializing some values to a equals to 10, b is 5, c is 7, b is 5, b equals to 5, initializing some values to that variables. Okay, so if a is greater than b is greater than c, display true. If that condition is true, you are displaying the true. Okay, dollar display true, else false. What will be the result? False. Hmm? A is greater than B. Is that correct? Then B is greater than C. So that thing you can implement and check it. What is the result? Okay. What is race condition?
0 and 1 metastability.
Metastability. What is metastability? The output of the flip-flop is toggled between the zeros and ones is the metastability. Hmm? You can post your answers. Harish. Harish, you can post your answers. That will be clear, right? Your voice is not clear. Yeah, very good. So what is race condition?
Same value into different initial blocks. That which value will be assigned depends on the symbol. That is race condition.
When multiple statements are being to be execute, which one will execute? What is metastability is done. What is race condition? I'm asking. You're almost correct, but need to correct it. Race condition. What is overcome? Okay, next question. How many times repeat loop executes? How many times? Write the question. How many times? Yeah, Soumya, that is metastability, right? Toggling between zeros and 1 is the metastability. I was asking race around condition. Okay, how many times repeat loop executes inside the begin and end? Inside the begin and end, you have to write a equals to 1. Repeat a equals to a plus 1. Not getting? Inside the begin and end. You are initializing a is a 1. A equals to 1. And then you are repeating. REPAT repeat. You have to write inside the braces, you have to pass that a. Then a equals to a plus 1. Answer it. How many times repeat loop will execute? Why one time? Hmm?
Initial begin execute is only one time, ma'am.
Hmm.
Infinity time it will execute.
Why infinite times it is executing? You are repeating how many times?
A equals to
A.
1.
Hmm.
But after repeat of A, and again we initializing that A equals to A plus 1.
Okay.
So A value will be incremented to 2.
Okay.
So again it will repeat 2 times. So,
Okay. You just run and check because repeat will execute how many prints you want to print. That repeat will take care of that, right? You are passing A inside it. So then one only. Generate the clock using forever code. Guys can generate the clock. Generate the clock using forever. How to generate the clock using forever code? Initial begin, okay. Only one line you are posting. No. How to generate the clock using forever code? Negation of the clock. Okay, clock equals to negation of the clock. But initially you have to make it 0, right?
equals to 0.
But that thing you didn't tell that. So at what time, write a question. At what time A comma B comma C D E. A B C D E. At what time A B C D E will get 1 in following code. These variables will get 1 in following code. I'll be telling the code. Okay. Module non-blocking. Reg A B C D E. Declare the variables with the reg type. Okay, you declared all the variables with the reg. Initial begin end. In the initial begin and end, A equals to hash 10 space 1 tick B1. A equals to hash 20. Getting it or not? In the initial begin and end, you have to write A equals to hash 10. Some delay you are giving to get the 1 tick B1. B equals to hash 20. 1 tick B1. C equals to hash 40. 1 tick B1. And that is blocking, right? And below another initial begin and end, you can write it. D less than or equals to C is 40 hash. I'm sorry. Getting it or not? Another initial begin and end. D less than non-blocking assignment, you can write it less than or equal to. Okay. D less than or equal to hash 20, 1 tick B1. E less than or equals to hash 20, 1 tick B1. So tell me the simulation time when the variables are getting 1.
ABC are non-blocking or blocking?
ABC are non-blocking.
D and E are blocking.
Blocking. No. These are non-blocking. Second initial block, non-blocking. First one, blocking. I said only A equal to, right? So here that D20 also 1 tick B1 you can write it 1 tick B1. At what time these variables are getting 1?
We will get it at 10, and we will get 20. C will get at 40. D and E will be executed at 0 time seconds, but it will be assigned 20.
Can you repeat once again? A is getting at what time?
A is getting at 10 seconds, then B is at 20, B is 30.
30 minutes.
Now correct. So earlier what you said? As it is whatever we declared, that time you have taken. But inside the initial begin end, sequentially executes, right? So one after another. So first A is getting value at 10 nanoseconds. And B is getting 30 nanosecond. C is 70. And whereas another initial begin? Hmm?
D is 60
Okay.
and E is 80.
So you already ended with the 70 nanoseconds, right? Before initial begin. Then
Initial P will start from 0 now.
two initial blocks executes concurrently or sequentially?
Will start from 0 now.
2020. 2020, but it is not considering previous initial block.
Like that.
Two initial blocks inside the module. How they are executing? Concurrently. Concurrently means at a time. So this thing you have to implement and check it. Two initial blocks you can write. One initial block you can write blocking statements, and second one is non-blocking. So your question is second initial begin, right? How it is executing. 65 into 37. Can you do the shift operator? 65 into 37. Which shift operator you have to use? Multiplication. Left shift. Do that one. 65 into 37. Either any one value you have to convert into 2 power n values, right? 65 into 37. Online students, can you do that one? Everybody should answer. Don't sit idle. I'm getting only answers from Harish and Ramya, Janardhan Reddy, Soumya. I'm sorry. Offline students are active, online are not responding. Few students are responding online. What is the possible 2 power n value for the 65?
2 power 6 plus 1.
2 power
2 power 6 plus 1.
6 plus 1. So you have to do the 2 power 6 into 37 distributive law. You have to get it inside it. 37 multiply with the 2 power 6 plus 1 into 37. You know, right? Distributive law. So how many shifts it is doing? 6 plus 1 is required or not? No shift, huh? No shift, will you get the correct answer? You have to write the 37. So 37 you can initialize with the A. So then you can write it how you are implementing A less than 6 positions plus 37 you have to write. Instead of 37 you can write it A because you are initializing A value with the 37. So no shift also you have to write it. Then only you'll get the answer. Getting online? I'm not sharing the screen. I'm just asking the questions. I'm not typing anything. Yeah. Because that question paper is with me. That's why I can't share it. What is the format specification to display hierarchical name? Emma? You give the hierarchical name, right? What is the format specification to display the current time simulation? Dollar time? Format specifier, which means that not dollar time, right? Format specifier means percentage. You have to tell. To print the binary format, which format specifier you're using? B, right? Similarly, to print the current simulation time, which format specifier you're using? Percentage T. What is CDC? What does it mean? Clock domain crossing, okay. What does it mean? These are the interview questions, whatever I'm asking now. CDC. What does it mean? Clock domain crossing, okay. Abbreviation you are telling. What does it mean? The clock is changing one domain to other domain. So that thing you can analyze it, okay? Then you can Google it and tell it. So what is the value of y? Another question I'm asking. What is the value of y? Reg 2 down to 0a. What is the value of y? That question I'm asking. Below I'm explaining that. Reg 2 down to 0a. Reg b. Two declarations. Okay. A is vector type. 2 down to 0. B is scalar. Reg b. So A initializing with the 3 tick b. A equals to 3 tick b double x. 3 tick b 1 double x. 3 variables, right? 3 tick b means 3 values you have to initialize it. 3 tick b 1 double x. So y equals to or a. How to write the logical or? Double. What is bitwise or? Single or, right? Now that one you can write. Y equals to or a. Single or. Y equals to bitwise or you can write it. What is the value of y? Bitwise or reduction also. Only single variable is there, right? Bitwise reduction operator. Unknown, huh? You print that result and check it after going home. I want to return 2 values by function. How to do that? I want to return 2 values by function. I want to return 2 values. Function returns single value, right? But I want to return 2 values. How to do that? Function executes at what time? Can I invoke the task inside the function? Why?
is contains
Hmm?
delay.
Time delay. So you can't invoke, but can I invoke the function inside the task? Possible. Okay, task inside the task. Can I call another task? Does does Verilog provide string type, string data type? Then how to declare the string if you want to declare inside in Verilog?
Using HTML, you can
Hmm?
Size we can declare.
Reg variable you have to write. How to declare it?
range how many
Number of
Number of characters.
into ASCII value with the test name. Very good. What are the system tasks in Verilog? Online you have to answer Ramya, Soumya, Jayadeep, Harinath, Harish, Janardhan Reddy, Deepika. You guys have to answer. Deepika, you are not at all sending at least one answer. Rest of all posting at least one answer. You guys are not responding. Deepika, you are not responding. What are the system tasks provided by Verilog? Dollar display, dollar monitor. Okay, what is the difference between dollar finish and dollar stop?
At the end of the simulation.
Which one?
Dollar finish.
Hmm.
Dollar stop at the middle of the simulation time it is stop.
Okay, and you're giving some pause using that dollar. You want to suspend the simulation for some time. When you're working the complex projects, you have to stop it in between. There you require the dollar stop. Dollar finish ends the end of the simulation. Okay. Always at the rate star. In for switch circuit. Okay. Combinational circuit. Inside the always block, how statements are executing? Parallelly or concurrently? Check that one answer afterwards. Can I declare wires inside the always block? What is the LHS side of the variable inside the always block? Reg type. Can I declare wires inside the always? RHS? Reg or wire. Okay. What are the undo commands? What do we call that one? Vlog. We live work. Elaboration. Okay, which one is compilation? Which one is elaboration? Confused? Huh? Something you are telling that? Compilation, elaboration, simulation. Okay, first you have to compile, then elaborate, and then simulate. Then run. Simulation means what? Vector and scalar. What is the difference between vector and scalar?
Scalar is one bit.
Hmm.
Vector is like one bit.
Okay. What is an array? Don't tell me an array is the that one guy was telling, no? Group of homogeneous means what? Same data types, right? Homogeneous elements. Collection of variables. How array is storing elements?
At the right.
Hmm?
Individual location.
Each bit, each location. But let's
How vectors are storing elements? Just to tell me the difference between vectors. Okay. One location means single location. In the same, okay. Same address location. Whereas arrays, different address locations. Can you declare the memory storage? How to declare the memory storage? Reg? Reg width minus 1 down to 0. Correct? Width minus 1 down to 0. Mem of depth minus 1 down to 0. Right? So width is in which dimension and depth is in which dimension? Okay. Huh? Depth is vector. Array dimension. So when you are initializing array, means all the reg variables you have to make it 0. That is a reset logic, right? How to do that 0 to the width?
Using for loop.
For loop, huh? For what?
Memory of 0.
You can directly initialize value to the memory because multiple address locations are there. You can't assign value to it. Then you are writing
For loop.
for loop. What is tick include does?
include the design file.
Includes the
Design file. Include any file. It includes any file which is in another.
Includes the file.
okay. You are including the design file inside the top module test bench. How to generate the clock using always block, always code.
Always simulation time clock equals to not of clock.
That's it.
Clock is equal to 0.
In single line, clocks should be 0, right?
In initial begin.
Hmm? Check that one answer. Declare memory storage for 1 KB memory size. Width is 32. Declare the memory storage 1 KB memory. Size is 1 KB. Width is 32.
File 11 down to 0.
Do that one. Calculate and tell. 1 KB. 1 KB means how much? First, you have to, anything size you have to convert into bits, right? How to convert into bits? 1 KB memory. 1 KB means how much? 1024 into
Into 8.
8 bits,
8 bits.
right? Then divided by 32. Do that one.
Thirty-one down to 0. Mem of 255 down to 0.
255 down to 0. Okay. Write a logic of D flip-flop. Can you write the D flip-flop logic? I have to take the attendance, all of you. What's your name? What's your name? Hina. H-E. You? Anjali. First row?
Yuvaharsha.
Yuvaharsha. Next guy? Shankar. Then? Rambabu. Next one. Next row. Charana. You? Uday Prasad. Then
Sujit Sai.
Suchita. Sai. Then Srinivas sir. Next, Yashwant. Jay Akash. Jay Akash. Huh? Jay Akash. Anand. Maurya. I heard your name somewhere. Completed that question. 12:30 అయిపోతుంది. Can I combinedly write blocking and non-blocking statements in the single code? Can I combine? Okay. Inside the always block, can I write blocking and non-blocking? We can't write. Huh? We can write, right?
Using different.
Mhm. Identify the error in the following code. A7 down to 0. A of 7 down to 0. I'll be winding up the session by 12:30. You don't worry. Okay. You're about to leave. A7 down to 0 equal to replication operator. You know how to replicate it? How to write the replication operator?
Concatenation.
Double concatenation. So inside the first inside braces, you have to write the 4. Inside again, inside the bracket is there, right? There you have to write the tick B10. What is the error in that code?
There is no
Hmm.
size. Two tick B10 should be there.
So I already mentioned 4, right? I want to replicate that 7 down to 0 4 times. How to write it? I want to replicate 4 times that one tick B0. Array. That is one error. Another tick should be where? Outside of the, before the, means after the 4, right? That is one error. Always block is synthesizable or not synthesizable?
Synthesizable.
What is meant by synthesizable?
Which can convert into the gate level.
Gate level net list. Okay. Gate level net list. I can't pronounce it. Net list. So how many times this loop will execute is done? Reg 3 down to 0. A. Can you write one more question? Reg 3 down to 0. A. For loop you have to write it. 15 times you have to repeat it. How to iterate the for loop? I equals to 0, I less than 15, I equals to I plus 1. I means I A, because we have taken A, right? How many times this loop will execute? How many times you are iterating? Question you want me to repeat. How many times this loop will execute? Reg 3 down to 0, A. Inside the for loop, I want to iterate 15 times. How to write the for loop? A equals to 0, A less than 15, A equals to A plus 1. Instead of I am writing A. Okay. Or else I equals to 0, I less than 15, I plus plus. I equals to I plus 1. How many times it is executing? Hmm? That loop, how many times it is printing? Okay, one time only. Run that code and check it. Okay, after going home. I think I can stop it. Online students, I will take your names 1 minute. Ramya, 13, Soumya, Janardhan, Reddy, Harish, Harinath, Deepika, 17, Jayadeep Kumar. Shall we wind up the session for today? Online? You are ready to leave.
Hello.
Getting bored or what? Is it
Hello.
worth it?
Hello.
Online students, can I get an answer from you? Shall we wind up the session now?
They are also like
No, they're still waiting. Then now they're responding. What?
survey.
Yeah. Now they're answering. I have to unfreeze it. Then you can see. Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.